What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PlayStation Portal Podcast. I'm your host, Fusion64. This is our weekly PlayStation show where we talk about the latest news, rumors, and all things happening at PlayStation. So if you're a fan of PlayStation and you like this podcast, hit the like button, consider subscribing, make sure to leave a comment, and be a part of the show. Woo! Oh boy, man. Today was a wild day. Usually I post this show on Sundays, but I figured I'd wait a few days for the GTA 6 trailer. And wow, luckily we actually got the trailer today. See, a few hours ago, the trailer was actually leaked on Twitter by somebody. They must have uploaded it early to YouTube, and someone at YouTube, man, they love leaking trailers, and they leaked this trailer early. So Rockstar went ahead and just released the trailer, and oh my god, it was absolutely incredible. I got actually have it right here, and we are gonna just watch it really quick. I'll talk about it. I can't believe it. Hopefully they don't take this video down for playing this trailer, but man, this game looks absolutely stunning, and it's going to basically set the bar for games for years, for probably another decade. I saw a trailer that had this and GTA 5, the first trailer, side by side, and this just blows GTA 5 out of the water. Just the density of the trees and all of the people, and it looks like it's once again set in Vice City in, well, I would call it Florida, but they're not. They don't call it Florida. What do they call it? They call it Leonida. Yeah, so that's what they call it. But wow, yeah, look at this. This just absolutely incredible, and it looks like the leaks were true that it's going to be like a Bonnie and Clyde almost like type story, and it looks like you're going to be playing as the female protagonist, which is awesome. There's like so much wild stuff that they can do in this game that I just can't wait. It looks like it's set in modern times too, because there's social media, all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, this game is going to be absolutely massive. And what's crazy is, it maybe not unexpected, it's launching only PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and no PC at launch, which they're doing that thing again, which they are basically they're going to double dip. They're going to get people to buy it on consoles day one, and then they'll probably release it like a year later on PC, which is very smart. I mean, they're just going to follow the GTA 5 formula, it looks like. And a lot of people were worried about like this might just be like an online game, but no, like it looks like they're going to stick with the same formula, which is going to be a story, and they'll probably have GTA 6 online, which is really awesome. But let's just keep rolling that trailer. That actually was like that was just stunning, that trailer. I cannot believe how awesome that this game just looks. This character looks. She seems like she's gonna be like really awesome to play. There's just so much like side stuff I think they can do with the setting in Florida. It gives it like you look at this, the Everglades almost. This beach scene looks amazing. Yeah, I think this is gonna blow GTA 5 out of the water. I don't know what else to say about this. This looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The only thing that sucks is that this game looks like well, it is coming out in 2025. I was hoping for 2024. I was really hoping for it, but it looks like it is coming out in 2025, which sucks. We're gonna have to wait quite a while for it. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. When it was kind of a little bit of a buzzkill when I first saw that online that it was coming out in 25. I'm like, man. But that's all right. I'm sure it's going to be well worth it. And this game is definitely going to be running at 30 frames per second. I can't see this game running 60. There's no way. And if the rumored PS5 Pro leaks are true, then yeah, this game is going to be definitely something you are going to want to get a PlayStation 5 Pro for, because I bet you that is going to be the only way that you are going to play this game at 60 frames per second, because I just see something like this with the density of the crowd and the level of detail in this game. I just think there's no way that this game is going to run at 60 frames per second, but you never know. I mean, they did get Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales to really run at 60 frames. So, oof, I don't know. The one thing that I'm still really concerned about there, I think the game is going to be amazing. Story's probably going to be amazing. There's going to be so much fun stuff to do. It's just I worry about Rockstar's controls if they've learned their lesson and gone with a more modern control approach. But yeah, time will tell. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, this trailer's got like so many views already on YouTube. This game is going to be absolutely freaking massive. Yeah. So that is GTA 6. Over the weekend we had some Fortnite news, which I love Fortnite. My kid loves Fortnite. I play it with some of my friends too, from that really didn't even play video games for years, and now I swear Fortnite is like the young people's game, and it's the old people. It's a game for everyone. And Fortnite's their end of season event happened this weekend and started a new chapter, which brought a whole new battle pass. It was pretty amazing. The new battle pass has Peter Griffin in it. There's a Solid Snake is in it, and looks like it's got different variations of Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1, even Metal Gear Solid 4 Old Man Snake, which is really cool. There's a whole bunch of new movement, a brand new map for Fortnite, and which people are upset about the movement, but I've only played a few matches of it, so I can't really say too much on it. But the big thing that's going on with Fortnite this week is they've got 3 new modes that they're adding to the game, and they're going to be each a separate mode along with the Fortnite Battle Royale. And they've got a Fortnite Lego survival mode, which looks absolutely crazy. This looks more like a PvE mode. They really haven't basically described what it is. Now that comes December 7th, but like a lot of your Fortnite skins that you have in the game are basically going to be moved over. You could play them as Lego characters, and they've got this big island that's a Lego island. It looks like you can build. There looked like there was like PvE bosses in there. I think it looked like there was a dragon or something in there. But yeah, that is absolutely going to be insane. I think that is going to be massive. Just when people thought Fortnite was kind of dying, they always seem to be able to reinvent themselves. And just like with this last OG season, it brought back so many players, broke records for concurrent players, and now they add this Lego stuff, which I could see that getting a whole new audience. So yeah, there's that. I think it's Rocket Racing, I believe, that's made by the Psyonix team who makes Rocket League. It looks like basically an arcade style, almost like kart racer kind of. Which, yeah, I mean that. I mean that looks pretty cool. I don't know if that's going to bring in as many people as the Lego. I doubt it, but it's something different inside of Fortnite to, maybe say you want to take a break from the Battle Royale. You go play this racing mode, level up your Battle Pass a little bit. It's going to have cars in there that transfer over from this mode into the Rocket League game. So I love the synergy that the Epic Games are bringing with each other with Fortnite, Rocket League, and like Fall Guys. And then the last mode is like almost like a Guitar Hero style mode. Like it's basically, I forgot exactly what it's called. It's like it's like a concert, basically. Some kind of music mode where it looks like they play music and you've got corresponding buttons that have like a guitar on them, basically like Guitar Hero. And that was part of like the actual Big Bang event to end the last season of Fortnite, was you got to take a quick spin through each of these modes. You just kind of just watched in-game trailer. But you actually did get to play the Guitar Hero mode, basically. So yeah, play just like Guitar Hero. You got to play like a song, and if you didn't like Guitar Hero, follow the keys. The song ended. So like that's just really cool that they've added all of this new stuff into Fortnite. And people are always talking about the metaverse. Fortnite is the metaverse now. Fortnite has successfully like cracked the whole metaverse thing. um stop talking about metaverse because it's already right here. It's Fortnite. Fortnite is like the metaverse. It is the oasis from like Ready Player One already. It's just not in VR, which yeah, I bet you if you want to get VR to take off in the mainstream, when Fortnite decides to jump into VR, that's when VR will definitely take off. So for our next story here, this one is kind of messed up. So I don't know if you've been following the whole Warner Brothers Discovery thing in the merger. They've Warner Brothers started to write some shows off and not actually release them. They've started to get rid of content and that was licensed out. So I guess this is like some PlayStation shows that were from Discovery on maybe PlayStation 3 that you could buy. Some of those shows are actually getting removed from the PlayStation Store, and even if you own them, you can't re-download them. And that has brought up like a whole big hullabaloo about digital ownership, and you're seeing the erosion of basically physical media. And this just goes to show you that all of this digital stuff you buy, you don't actually own it. And it's a pretty scary thought. Like you used to, you have a physical copy of games or movies or music, and you owned it. You could basically do what you wanted to do with it. And now, people, more and more people are seeing that like this digital stuff, if contracts aren't renewed, you can actually lose access to it, and it's really scary. And even now, I think just today, I think it's on The Verge website, The Verge, people are saying that all of a sudden today they are being like locked. I don't know how many people it is, but there's quite a few people online have been saying that they've been locked out of their PlayStation account for just no apparent reason. They logged on and they were told that their account has been like revoked, and there's no like, oh, you broke this term of service. They've just been revoked, and there's no like appeals or anything like that. So this is a whole nother story that we will get a little bit more clarification on later in the week, and maybe have an update on it next week. But yeah, like imagine there's some kind of crazy error in the PlayStation Network or any digital network that you log on, and all of a sudden you all of your purchases that you've had for years are lost. You're locked out of your account, and yeah, and you have no recourse of getting any of this stuff back because this is our major corporations, and they're probably not going to waste their time with someone little like you. So this is a really scary future that we're running in here with all this digital stuff, and not having games on physical discs really anymore. Really, the only one who has their games still physical on actually the physical media is Nintendo with the Switch. And I buy all the stuff there on their physical carts because it holds its value, and I actually own the game. Unlike when you buy digitally from everywhere else, even like, look at Xbox is moving more towards their subscription service where you're basically just renting the stuff. Same with like Netflix. Netflix could pull like some of their original content, and because it's not sold in stores, you could have no way to watch any of that stuff again. So people should really worry about this stuff, and I feel like more and more we're going to start seeing a lot of this stuff bear its ugly head. And I don't know if I don't know if we're too far gone to turn the clock back and get physical media back, because it seems like all of these brick and mortar stores are really stopping to sell physical media. You've heard that a lot of the Walmarts are going to stop selling Xbox stuff because their physical section, nobody buys physical media from Xbox, and they've invested so much in Game Pass that they don't see it as profitable selling physical Xbox games anymore, which is absolutely crazy. So that is that. We got a new trailer today for The Last of Us's multiplayer mode. No return, I believe. Yeah, this game looks like something special. I cannot wait till January to play this. We could take a look at that real quick. Um, let's see. Let's get through the GTA stuff here. And okay, yeah. I mean, there's like 9 different levels, I believe. You've got all these different characters. You got Lev, Abby, Tommy, Dina, and you're just going around. You're upgrading abilities. You've got there's a bunch of new awesome like suits and outfits for your characters to wear, and it looks like there's even like AI teammates that you maybe have to like protect in there. Um, but yeah, this looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm excited to actually. I'm really excited to play this game. Yeah, the combat in The Last of Us Part 2 is just absolutely phenomenal. Some of the best in any third person game out there, definitely. There's different modifiers. It looked like there was a modifier where the computer the that you're fighting was like invisible. So it looks like they put a lot into this mode. It doesn't look like it's anything so for a $10 upgrade, even for the base price of this game, this definitely looks worth it. Randomized maps or mods. So yeah, boss characters. It looks like there's a boss character in of each round. Well, that's wild. That's wild, definitely. Yeah. So I this is definitely on my list of games to get, especially first oh, here we go. First beginning of the year. Beginning next year. I mean, next year just starting off pretty wild, especially we got like Helldivers, and then we've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then this comes before all that stuff. So, I mean, December seems a little slow depending on if you're going to get Avatar, which I'm waiting for reviews, but then like January, and it just go for the first at least 3-4 months that we know of. And it looks like 2024 is basically going to continue where 2023 left off, which is really exciting. Really exciting. Yeah, so that is that. And then the last thing I wanted to get to this week was I made a video earlier in the week. There was some talk about Xbox going third party. I believe their CFO made a statement to some investors at this Wells Fargo event saying that how they want to put their first party games and services on every screen, mobile, TVs, and they've changed their strategy up. And where, uh, you know, competitors that people that they thought previously were competitors like PlayStation and Nintendo, they want to get their games on their platforms. And that kind of broke the internet. People were going wild. I made a video saying that, like, I thought that we're going to see, and I still do think that we're going to see more Xbox games come to PlayStation and Nintendo. And then, like a day later, Phil Spencer came out and said that they have no plans to put Game Pass on PlayStation and Nintendo. But he didn't say anything about like their other games just coming there. He said Game Pass, and I still think that with their low console sales, consoles are not selling. I think that that's really limiting where their how much hardware, software they can sell. Like Starfield probably could have done like another 5 million copies on PlayStation alone easily. These games like Hi-Fi Rush, that would be a perfect game to put on the Switch, PlayStation. I think you're going to see some of these newer Bethesda games get ported. I think they're going to start treating not all of their first party games, but a lot of their first party games. I think they're going to start treating similar to what PlayStation does with their PC releases, and they maybe put them on other platforms like a year to 2 years after they initially release on the Xbox, just to make extra revenue because they just spent like $100 billion, and their investors are going to be like looking to see this money, you know, come in. They didn't spend all that money just to keep losing money. They want to make more and more and more and more and more and more money. So Yeah, definitely. I do think we'll. I think as early as sometime next year we might see some announcements of some ports. But stay tuned for that. I know some people disagree, some people agree. So it's a very. We'll see who was right in the long run here in another year or so. And finally, the last story we got is the PlayStation Plus monthly games for December for Essential were announced, and they are Lego 2K Drive, Power Wash Simulator, and Sable. Now, I've not played Sable or Lego 2K Drive, but I've said before Power Wash Simulator is one of my favorite games of 2023. I know it was released on other platforms the previous year, but came to PlayStation in 2023. I absolutely love this game. I uh, I just bought the Back to the Future DLC, and I've been playing that. That's really neat. They've had a ton of free DLC for like Final Fantasy VII, Tomb Raider. So that is an absolute banger of a get for people that don't own Power Wash Simulator. Now, Lego 2K Drive, I'm actually really interested in. Looks like a mix between an open world racing kart racer. You can build. Looks like you can build your own vehicles, race them from land vehicles, boats, cars, carts, all kinds of different stuff. I showed this to my son. He thinks this looks amazing. He wants to get it. So I think this is definitely be something that we'll be playing in my household for sure. If we can pull ourselves away from this Lego Fortnite thing, but yeah, I mean Lego's really you know, doing some interesting stuff. He's got some mixed reviews for this 2K Drive game. No, IGN I think believe gave it an 8. It looks really good from the trailer. So yeah, I think overall this is definitely a really good month for PS Plus Essential, following what I thought was kind of a weak November. So I know we've gotten the raise for PlayStation Plus Essential up to $80, and I'm not happy about it. I think it sucks, and it sucks that they have not put PlayStation Plus on sale. But uh, I don't know. I'm still up in the air of whether, I mean, if I can get it on a deal, I'm definitely going to renew. But if I can't get on a deal, I don't know. I'm still up in the air because they've given us quite a few months this year where I've gotten some really good games. Definitely, and especially how much I enjoyed the Callisto Protocol. It's something I probably wouldn't have bought. So it does have its value. You get your value with some of the discounts too. So I'm still up in the air if I'm going to renew or not. But yeah, that's it for the news stories this week. I've been playing some just started Cyberpunk, which I'm glad that I totally like skipped out at this game at launch because it was a debacle. It got pulled from the PlayStation Store, and now that they've got this 2.0 update, and everybody seems to say that it's absolutely so much better than it was even like a couple months ago. And I'm glad that I waited. I've been actually been playing this in bed on the Portal. It plays great on the Portal. You know, I'm still not having any issues with my PlayStation Portal, and I still love this thing. I'm playing it, a few times a week, but I'm probably only like 2 hours in Cyberpunk. Nothing to really say about that other than yeah, you could see that like it's a very high quality game, and I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about Cyberpunk. Did end up playing and beating this weekend the Shadow of Rose DLC for Resident Evil 8 Village. I played some of that on the Portal too, and that was kind of meh, not really great. It did. I feel like Resident Evil goes through these patches where each game has a different identity. You'll have one that's a survival, more of a survival horror. Then the next one will be a little bit more actiony, and then the next one will be way like jump the shark and be way too crazy. And I feel like this Shadow of Rose DLC kind of jumped the shark. It was a little weird. Like she's got superpowers, and it kind of takes place in a few different areas from the Resident Evil 8 Village campaign, and it kind of remixes some stuff up. It uses all of this, a lot of the same assets and stuff, but I didn't really care too much for the story, and the game actually kind of glitched out at the end. I had to actually go in there. I researched it for like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I actually couldn't shoot my gun on the last boss, and I was playing at the time. I was playing remote play on the Portal, and I'm like, what is wrong with this? Why is this not working? So I went down to the TV, turned to PS5 on. I'm like, yeah, this is still not working, and it turned out there's a glitch in like the last boss where you have to, I guess, people were having issues. You had to turn the haptics off, and then you could actually shoot the gun. So yeah, it didn't leave a great taste in my mouth. I wasn't thrilled with it. And then I played a little bit of like the Mercenaries on there. But you know what, the first person Resident Evil games don't really play all that well as the third person ones. I loved 7, but that's probably because I played it in VR. But the more they turn, like, especially with the Mercenaries, the more they turn these games into shooters, especially in first person, that really highlights the weakness of these first person Resident Evil games, because they're not good. They're not as good when you get them into try to make them more of shooters. So yeah, that's really it for what I have been playing, and now I'm probably just going to continue playing Cyberpunk. For the upcoming show for this weekend, we've got the Game Awards coming up this week. So, man, I'm really hoping that PlayStation gives us something good. I'm a little worried that maybe The Last of Us 2 Remastered was supposed to be for the Game Awards, and it got leaked early. I hope not. Hopefully there's something. There was a rumor of possibly God of War Atreus DLC. So fingers crossed that that's true. I really hope they don't skip out on this show, because PlayStation's messaging has been so poor this whole generation. I feel like it's just kind of like, we'll talk to you when we talk to you. Since they don't go to E3 anymore, it's just like it's up in the air of when they're going to talk to us, which it really sucks. So hopefully we get some big announcements at the Game Awards this week, and I will definitely cover that on the show next Sunday. So, yep, that's it for this week's show. Do me a favor, once again, if you like this podcast, you love PlayStation news and rumors, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and I will see you guys next podcast. Fusion 64 out.